In 2021, high up in the mountains of China, long convoys of trucks loaded with equipment, tools, and thousands of tons of concrete began making their way into one of the country's most rugged regions. Groups of workers poured into the area to begin an extremely ambitious construction project. This wasn't just any build, its scale was massive, and the conditions were some of the harshest imaginable, with frequent earthquakes, unpredictable weather, and steep, unforgiving terrain. From the very first day, the project faced countless challenges. But this is China, a country known for pushing engineering to its limits, and this project would be no exception. The construction site sits in Guizhou province, a place instantly recognized for its endless chains of mountains stretching as far as the eye can see. From above, the entire region looks like a sea of peaks with almost no flatland anywhere in sight. What you're looking at is the Huajiang Gorge Bridge, a structure expected to become the tallest bridge on Earth, reaching a record-breaking height of about 2,050 feet above the Beipan River. This 1.4-kilometer-long bridge stands nearly 9 times taller than the iconic Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, which rises only about 220 feet above the water. Beyond improving transportation for local residents, engineers designed this bridge to become a major tourist attraction. It will feature a glass elevator that takes visitors to the top of the bridge's South Tower, where they can enjoy panoramic views from a cafe and bar perched more than 590 feet above the roadway. Another adventure starts at a lower level, where the elevator opens into the bridge's steel framework. A 260-meter walkway winds through several rooms with glass floors, allowing visitors to float above the landscape at heights of 740 feet and 1,310 feet above the ground. Finally, a viewing deck sitting nearly 2,000 feet above the river will serve as the launch point for the world's highest bungee jump. The deck will also feature glass panels and a cafe where guests can relax while taking in the breathtaking gorge scenery. China is also planning a massive tourism center next to the bridge, designed in the architectural style of Zaadid. The complex will allow visitors to explore the engineering behind suspension bridges, as well as the history of the gorge and the people who live here. Private wooden cabins will also be built so guests can stay overnight and explore the canyon at a slower pace, because there's no doubt there's still so much more left to discover. Construction began in 2021, although some reports suggest the project officially started in 2022. What is certain is that the bridge's main tower was completed on October 24, 2023, and the primary suspension cables were fully installed before April 9, 2024. The entire project is estimated to cost around 2 billion yuan, or roughly $280 million. So far, 93 bridge segments have been installed, with only the final pieces left to finish. The bridge uses a massive truss structure weighing more than 21,000 tons. A truss is a rigid framework made of straight steel beams, and it's widely used in modern bridge construction because it reduces weight and material costs while still providing incredible strength. Engineers have already completed the truss assembly, and the next steps include wrapping and painting the cables, installing the steel beams, and adding the support structures for the roadway deck. But this project has been far from simple. Since early January 2022, construction teams have faced extreme challenges, especially the brutal terrain and harsh weather. The bridge stretches across the Beipan River in an area dominated by towering mountains and deep valleys, with no practical way to transport materials vertically. Moving giant bridge components into such a location was nearly impossible. However, the site is equipped with the world's most powerful lifting system along with an advanced monitoring network, which allowed engineers to overcome these technical hurdles. Wind speeds here have reached over 27 miles per hour, similar to the force of a high-speed train rushing past. Under conditions like that, very few workers can even stay balanced, and even a mild breeze becomes a serious threat. On top of that, China sits on the Eurasian seismic belt, an area known for active earthquakes. This means the bridge must be designed to withstand seismic forces, especially when all construction takes place at such extreme heights. Even so, for China, this is something they can actually handle. So, how do they do it? The answer lies in construction technology and materials. These suspension bridges use a very specific structure. The main towers are built with flexible components that create tension, while the roadway itself hangs below. Even though the deck is extremely heavy, the support towers allow the bridge to hold massive weight. These towers may look thin, but they can handle tremendous downward force thanks to the main cables and the tension running through them. Without solid towers, the cables would pull the whole structure inward and the bridge would collapse. The cables and vertical suspenders carry the entire load of the bridge deck. Every component has a purpose. Without strong cables, the bridge simply cannot stand. And to build structures like these, a huge number of temporary supports are needed, which helps save materials, cost, and construction time. Even if the bridge is built in the most extreme environments, its operating principle never changes. It spans long distances, no matter how far it needs to stretch. A great example is the 27,000 individual wires twisted together to form a single cable on the Golden Gate Bridge. Meanwhile, China has become famous for using drones in bridge construction. One example is a drone that was used to pull the very first cable across two main towers in the country's southwest region. Chinese engineers say this method is 100 times more efficient and cuts up to 80% of the cost compared to using helicopters, boats, or even rockets. That's right, China has actually used rockets to build bridges. During the construction of the Sidu River Bridge, the very first pilot cable was delivered across the canyon using a pair of rockets. The terrain made it almost impossible to set up normal construction equipment on the near vertical canyon walls. It wasn't just a technical nightmare, it was incredibly expensive. So, engineers developed a method using rockets to transport the pilot cable. 2 rockets successfully carried 2 4,265-foot chinlin ropes, high-elasticity synthetic fiber, across a canyon about 3,600 feet wide, with wind gusts of around 130 feet. The cables landed roughly 30 to 50 feet from the target point. The entire process took less than 10 seconds, saving a huge amount of money. As far as we know, this was the first time rockets were ever used to launch pilot cables for a suspension bridge. Aside from traditional methods, another alternative in bridge construction is using lighter guide ropes first and then pulling the heavier cables into place. But for ultra-complex bridges like the Duj Bridge, that approach simply doesn't work. Instead, Chinese engineers chose a completely different strategy. They used large prefabricated components, assembled them, and then lifted each section from below, an incredibly difficult task when you're working over 1,970 feet above the ground with no support beneath you. To solve this, they deployed special cranes designed to move massive bridge segments horizontally, then guided them into place using a tower-based transport system. This is one of the most advanced bridge building methods today, and is especially effective in rugged, mountainous terrain. For the bridge featured in the video, the project director emphasized that the biggest challenge during construction was building the main tower itself. The tower's bases and anchor blocks, huge concrete structures, were highly vulnerable to cracking due to temperature changes after the concrete was poured. To deal with this, the project team developed an intelligent, automatic temperature control system that kept the concrete stable and prevented structural failure. On top of that, a wide range of modern technologies were brought in, including heavy-duty cable cranes capable of transporting ultra-high-performance concrete, along with many other advanced construction support systems. The project also carried out a series of scientific studies to optimize the design and ensure the bridge's long-term safety. One major focus was researching wind resistance across extremely long spans, along with detailed analysis of wind conditions inside the canyon itself. These studies gave engineers a clear understanding of how local weather and terrain could affect the structure, and provided a solid scientific foundation to fine-tune the design for maximum durability and safety. All of this showcases how modern science and technology are being used to push China's bridge construction to the next level, improving quality, performance, and the overall reliability of major transportation infrastructure. China has been using a wide range of advanced and innovative engineering methods to build bridges across extremely rugged terrain. And the success of these techniques has been proven through a long list of record-setting projects. Each completed bridge is not only a major technical achievement, but also a clear display of China's ambition and growing capability in large-scale transportation infrastructure. These bridges don't just connect isolated regions, they also help fuel economic growth and tourism in areas that were once completely cut off. One of the most remarkable examples is the bridge spanning the Beipan River on the Guangqin Expressway, which opened in 2003. At that time, it was the tallest suspension bridge in the world, holding the record for 2 years before being surpassed in 2005. What made it truly historic was the fact that it became the first suspension bridge on the planet to exceed 1,000 feet in height, an important milestone in modern bridge engineering. Even though it has since dropped to the number 11 position among the world's tallest bridges, it remains one of the most astonishing infrastructure achievements in China's history. Another signature project is the Liuguang Bridge, which held the title of the world's tallest bridge from 2001 to 2003. With a height of roughly 1,000 feet, it represented a major accomplishment during the early era of China's ultra-tall bridge construction. For many years, the Liuguang Bridge stayed within the top 20 tallest bridges worldwide, and although it now stands at number 22, it is still considered a key engineering landmark that marked China's transition into conquering extreme mountain terrain. Another impressive structure is the Duj Bridge, also known as the Dudu Bridge, located in Guizhou province. It is one of the highest bridges in the world, rising more than 5,770 feet above the canyon floor below. As part of a major modern expressway, it connects remote mountain regions and helps boost trade and economic development. The Duj Bridge officially earned a Guinness World Record in 2018, solidifying China's status on the global map of world-class transportation megaprojects. As many viewers already know, China has long been recognized for its massive infrastructure projects, often seen as symbols of modern engineering and construction technology. One of the most impressive recent examples is the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Bridge, a mega project with a total investment of $6.7 billion and a length of 15 miles. More than just a bridge, this project also includes artificial islands and an underwater tunnel, forming one of the most advanced and fully integrated transportation systems in the world. In fact, during construction, the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Bridge set a jaw-dropping record by laying more than 46 miles of asphalt in just a single day. With a design featuring 8 traffic lanes and a maximum speed limit of 62 miles per hour, this bridge plays a crucial role in connecting 2 major cities in Guangdong province, cutting travel time from more than 2 hours down to just about 30 minutes. But that's not all. This project also set 10 world records, including having the tallest bridge deck at 299 feet, the longest two-way immersed tunnel, and the widest underwater steel shell concrete immersed tunnel, stretching an incredible 182.3 feet across. Construction began in 2016 and officially wrapped up in June 2024. The Shenzhen-Zhongshan Bridge isn't just a symbol of China's bridge-building capabilities, it's a massive boost to the economic and social growth of the entire Pearl River Delta region. With an average elevation of about 3,600 feet, Guizhou province is made up of 92.5% mountains and hills, with towering peaks like Leigong at 7,135 feet, Fanjing at 8,400 feet, and its highest point, Jiaping, reaching 9,514 feet. The region's terrain also features ancient limestone formations with incredibly unique shapes resembling natural pyramids. Many visitors mistake them for man-made structures, but they're actually the result of limestone deposits formed over millions of years in an ancient marine environment, creating some of the most extraordinary natural landmarks anywhere on Earth. Beyond the rugged landscape, Guizhou's natural conditions are extremely harsh. Sheer cliffs, narrow mountain roads, and hundreds of waterfalls plunging from heights of thousands of feet create a breathtaking yet unforgiving environment. This makes the province a dream destination for adventure lovers, but an incredibly dangerous workplace for construction crews. Every workday here feels like a real battle against nature demanding top-tier engineering skills, unwavering patience, and remarkable courage to complete such massive infrastructure projects. Guizhou is not only known for its mountains, but also for its dense river system. The province has 984 rivers with a massive total water volume of 113.5 trillion liters, giving it significant hydropower potential, about 18.74% of China's total. Although not all of this capacity can be fully developed, the province still generates around 16.8 million kilowatts, contributing 4.4% of the nation's hydropower. Several major plants operate here, including the Gupatan facility, famous for its giant ship lift that raises vessels a combined 199 meters to cross the surrounding mountains. Despite abundant natural resources and favorable conditions for agriculture, Guizhou's economy continues to struggle. As of 2023, its average income is only about 660 million VND per year, ranking second lowest nationwide. The province's GDP stands at roughly 7 quadrillion VND, placing it 22nd out of 31 regions. The main obstacle is its challenging terrain, which complicates transportation and slows development. Traveling within this mountainous region used to be extremely difficult. In some areas, people relied on zip lines to cross rivers or had to hire boats, costing both time and money. This situation improved dramatically after numerous bridges were built, allowing easier access to farmland, boosting economic activity, and improving quality of life. One of the most important infrastructure projects is the Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge, launched in 2021, which not only enhances transportation, but opens new development opportunities for millions of residents. The Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge isn't just an engineering milestone. It's a project that has transformed the economy and daily life in Guizhou. For years, the region's rugged terrain, endless mountain ranges, and dense river networks held back development. Traveling between towns was difficult, and the lack of efficient transportation kept Guizhou among the provinces with the lowest per capita income in China. With the arrival of the Huajiang Bridge, those barriers finally began to disappear. The bridge dramatically shortens travel time between key areas, making it easier to move goods, expand trade, and attract new investment. Beyond boosting business and industry, the project has played a crucial role in reducing poverty. Locals now have smoother access to jobs, education, and healthcare, a change that's greatly improved their quality of life. The bridge also brings major benefits to tourism. As the tallest bridge in the world, it's expected to become a global attraction. Along with providing a vital transportation route, the project includes a modern tourist complex featuring sightseeing areas, entertainment facilities, and extreme sport activities like record-height bungee jumping and glass bridge walking experiences. These developments not only showcase Guizhou to the world, but also create thousands of new jobs for local communities. In the end, the Huajiang Bridge stands as a clear example of China's ability to take on enormous infrastructure challenges. With significant impacts on transportation, the economy, and tourism, the project helps pull Guizhou out of isolation and lays the foundation for long-term growth. By completing groundbreaking bridges like this, China continues to cement its position as a global leader in infrastructure development. These projects don't just improve connectivity and strengthen economies, they also create new architectural landmarks, attract tourists, and open doors to future opportunities. So, what do you think about China's incredible bridge projects? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next story. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.